Welcome to a short week bounce-back edition of Kingdom Conversations. Mitch Holthus with you, voice of the Chiefs, along with senior team reporter Matt McMullen. This is kind of the short week for almost everybody in the NFL. 1/3 of the league is having short weeks, with Thursday, Friday football and the Chiefs playing on Monday, and now having to mouthwash the loss to the Eagles to get ready for the Raiders. You don't want one loss to lead to a second.
Absolutely. It's tough on a short week, of course, turning the page and preparing for a new opponent. It's also kind of a blessing, though, because you have a bad taste in your mouth after that game on Monday night. You want to get back on the field as soon as possible, and the Chiefs will have an opportunity here against the Raiders. Some good news for Kansas City, and I mentioned this earlier in the year. Patrick Mahomes is 15-3 following a loss in his career. Patrick doesn't lose back-to-back games very often. Let's get back on the horse and get back in the winning column here against the Raiders.
This Raiders team is an interesting study, at least of the last 3 weeks. The Raiders have rallied around Antonio Pierce. Steve Spagnuolo, the Chiefs defensive coordinator, loves Antonio Pierce. He coached him with the New York Giants. But you see the Raiders defense now playing at a dangerous level.
You kind of have to throw everything before Antonio Pierce out, because this team is playing a lot better football over the last 3 weeks since he became their interim head coach. They were in that game with the Miami Dolphins just last week. Miami, of course, is the top scoring team in the NFL. The Raiders had the lead in that game for much of the contest, really never let Miami get going. This will be a test for Kansas City, but again, a great opportunity for the offense to flush what happened last week and get back on track.
We know about Max Crosby. He's relentless, but those linebackers, Spillane and Diablo specifically, are playing at a high level, and they love to take it away. They have 10 interceptions from 6 different guys.
Yeah, they're playing very well. Really complimentary team football on the back end. It all begins with Crosby, though. What a monster this guy is. I mean, 10.5 sacks already this year. That's 5th most in the NFL. It goes beyond the sacks, though. If you look at Pro Football Focus pressure numbers, he has the most pressures of any player in the NFL with 63. If you want to move the ball on the Raiders, it all begins with finding where Max Crosby is at every single moment and knowing how to stop him.
And for the Chiefs, it seems like the key point of the game, at least the last 5 weeks, has been the first 2 drives of the third quarter. If the Chiefs can find some fruit there, especially getting these first half leads, this could be a time for a surge by the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we've seen this Chiefs offense move the football this season. They have the players to do it, and they've done it in the first halves of games this year. I mean, think about last week against Philadelphia. They're up 17-7 going into halftime, feeling really good. They had multiple opportunities for a knockout blow there early in the third quarter, just couldn't get it done. They've been in position to do that. That's the important thing. Now they have to follow through on that. Couldn't get it done against Philadelphia, but again, that's the way football is. You have another opportunity, a new week against the Raiders. Let's get it done against Las Vegas.